I'm scared.
got up. Oh no, don't be scared. I got up and limped to my bedroom. I put on a robe and looked at myself.
Look at yourself.
I felt like a mess. What should I do? Take a shower. Goddamn.
Go to bed. Yeah. There's no call the police option. Take a shower.
Yeah, let's just take a shower. After what just happened, I wanted to feel cleaner. I turned on the water and stepped inside.
You'll never be able to wash away.
Okay. The warm water felt good against my skin, and I closed my eyes. That's
It's
a bad
inside
idea.
of you.
My muscles relaxed, and I took a deep breath. It was nice. Stepped out of the water and into Ryer's arms.
Wait,
I
what?
got naked.
Sanity dropped. Hello there, little human.
I just wanted to take a shower.
Wah wah.
Ugh. Ryer placed his hands on my shoulders and leaned in. Like, I feel like we can't win with this.
You smell nice and clean now.
I could feel his breath on my shoulder, and I shuddered.
Does that excite you?
Yes, it does.
Even after everything?
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely want to save here. Oh. So we tell him, I want it, I don't want it.
I think the thing about him is that if you deny it, he wants to play with you more. He's more interested. But like if you just give in.
You're saying we should deny it to see what he does?
Yeah.
So we're gonna deny it?
We're gonna deny.
Gonna deny it.
No, of course not. Yeah, no, it totally fucking turns me on. I just feel grossed out by you. I pushed past him and stormed into my bedroom. That's the wrong Blake. I wasn't surprised he didn't drag me back. Maybe he had his fill for today. I flopped on my bed and slept angrily. How do you sleep angrily?
You got like an angry face on while you're sleeping? Your
Like,
eyebrows are
falling
down.
Asleep. I get falling asleep angry. But like when you're asleep after that, you tend to relax. I'm just imagining grumble, grumble, roar. No. All the way through. But they flopped. My eyes fluttered open and I felt a heavy arm around me. God damn it. I slowly turned into my bed and looked at the person in the bed with me. Ryer! He smoked and pushed up his sunglasses.
What's wrong, phony?
Aren't you a human?
What? What are you talking about? Oh, I love this. How drunk were you last night?
I could feel myself staring at him in disbelief. What did he mean?
Did you have a nightmare? You were rolling around in your sleep last night.
I looked down at my hands and then back at him. Was that a nightmare? I scooted away from him and pulling my blankets up defensively.
What's wrong?
Keep questioning him?
Like I said before, we can come back to this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens if we accept it.
Okay. I'm accepting the fact that you just totally denied my decisions. to keep questioning him so
Yeah,
we'll
it
accept
was
it.
all a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm vomiting up your baby gravy, but it was just a nightmare.
Oh, it's nothing.
Really? That's all? He's surprised.
What? Briar sighed as he climbed over me.
Holy shit, I didn't think I'd get this far.
He pushed my arms above my head and grinned. Our sanity keeps dropping. We don't. Oh my god! All his sharp teeth flashed at me.
Just remove whatever this says right here and just what I said before, just put that in there. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah, right.
Little human, you're too easy.
Tentacles burst out of his back and I twisted my wrist. What? I told you to go with the other option.
You think something like this could be a dream?
God, fucking penetrate me with those. Briar's tentacles pushed into my mouth and dragged along.
Ugh.
Felt like cement filling my throat and stomach.
Ugh.
He ran his hand through my hair as I felt the tentacles stroke at my inside. I coughed as much as I could and started to tremble.
They call this one the pipe cleaner, kiddos.
Hey.
Goodbye.
He grinned widely as his tentacles ripped through my stomach. This is why we questioned him. I died. Briar thought you were too easy. Yay!
There we go. Boy. Alright. Accept it. Keep questioning him.
Keep questioning him. I could have sworn that you had...
Had what?
I don't know if I should go what big eyes you have or what big teeth you have.
You put that perfectly. My, Mr. Satan. What big teeth you have.
My, Mr. Satan. What yellow eyes you have. Better to fucking freak you out with. I'm gonna go with eyes. Because that's, like, that one was definitely the turning point.
Going for a lizard people run.
Right.
Did you?
I was beginning to doubt what I saw. Maybe it was my imagination. I saw them. I squinted at his glasses. If I could just... Would you show me?
You're acting strange. Why would you want to see my eyes?
Because they're the gateway to the soul. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'd feel a lot better.
Well...
He removed his sunglasses and grinned at me.
I don't know if it was in any of his previous art, but his fucking jawline is just, they took like the line tool. Look how straight his chin is.
Right?
Oh.
It's weirder.
Everything else hand drawn, just line tool, line tool, line tool, done.
Like yeah, it's a little awkward compared to his nice chiseled body. But it still looks fantastic.
If he misses his lips when he's drinking out of a glass, it just fucking breaks.
I hadn't imagined it. His eyes were yellow.
Surprise.
Holy shit, we gained sanity!
Oh, well, that makes sense, because, like, we're not questioning ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
We're so sure of ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah. So sure. I gasped and leaned away from him. You were lying.
You got me, little human.
I slipped out of my bed as I backed into my head forward, staring at him. He clapped his hands together condescendingly. Condescendingly. Yes.
Bravo! You did it. Good job. I suppose I could let you live a bit longer.
He looked down at me as if I was prey. As if I were prey.
As if he wasn't before.
Right? I held my knees closer. He put his hands on my knees and leaned in.
That's a good thing to imagine. I want to play with you more.
Are you going to open my knees? He pushed off my knees and walked away. Did I earn my, keep?
Aww.
Is this a good thing? What?
I can't get it up if you want it.
I might have been right, but that just meant he was as real as I thought. I waited a long while, curled up, and trying to convince myself that this was some kind of crazy dream. I'm not sure how long I sat alone, but I realized that my house was perfectly quiet. I raised my head. Did he leave?
He just said, fuck this.
I gulped and gathered my courage, or I gulped my courage and gathered. Whatever works. Then pushed myself from my bed.
I mean, you swallowed up your courage, and it's not you've swallowed a lot more this playthrough.
Yeah. Hello? I listened. Nothing. Liar! Come here, boy. Something seemed wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
Ryer! Has anyone seen our Ryer?
Has anybody seen a octopus demon with like? No, just
He's
me.
6'8". He really likes, dog food.
He's 6'8", likes dog food, has 8 appendages. It was just so quiet. I tiptoed to my bedroom door and looked into the living room. It was filled with the same eerie silence.
The fucking rapture happened. Everyone got to go to heaven except you.
Yeah, 'cause
Satan found the worst human being.
He was lonely.
No, because you totally just told him you wanted him, and he was just like, no. You ruined it for him.
Ryer! My loud question almost frightened myself.
Ooh.
I realized what was wrong. It was the silence. It was too perfect. I couldn't hear anything aside from myself. No cars driving by, no refrigerator hum, absolutely nothing. I peeked into the kitchen. I should be glad that Ryer was gone, but I couldn't stop the feeling of unease. I took a few deep breaths. Maybe it's just my house. I'll go outside, somewhere else. I approached the front door and turned the knob. I looked outside and felt my throat close up. It was my bedroom. No, that doesn't make sense. I slammed the door.
Oh, this is like PT now.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool.
The noise tore through the heavy silence. I stared at it, then opened it again. It can't be. This can't be happening. I tried to catch my breath. I stared into my bedroom from my front door. I clutched my head.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh shit. Oh.
Please put on your 3D glasses.
It's a heartbeat, bitch. I'm still dreaming. I have to be. I heard a low chuckle. Oh, yeah. Swung around trying to find the source. It was so close, but everywhere.
This is some Cthulhu shit.
Ignore the laugh.
Ignore the.
No, no. I can't let this get to me. I'm just having some kind of episode. Hallucination. Something. Maybe I ate something, or fell, or I closed the door. I tightened my grip on the knob, trying to focus on what felt real. I closed my eyes, then choked. The knob shattered in my hand. What? I looked down at my empty hand, then at the untouched, intact doorknob. I was shaking. I felt it. I touched the knob. Cold metal. It was perfectly fine. It's just the doorknob. I felt myself fighting not to cry.
Ryer shows up and asks you to be his, and then you say you have no power over me, and then he disappears, everything's fine, and then all the puppets come out of your closet. The end.
Yay!
Just give it the labyrinth ending.
I'll just go to my room, under the covers. This will go away.
Which room? The one in the dimension door, or the one in that's your room?
The room is under the covers? Okay, that's cool. I began retracing my steps, heading back to my bedroom. I kept my head down, then glanced up to my bedroom door. I stared. Did I get turned around? I looked around the living room and stared at the blank wall where my bedroom door was supposed to be. My knees were shaking. I couldn't help but cry in frustration.
The other boyfriends do a good job of just regularly fucking you, and now with our sanity meter we can see Ryer can fuck our brain.
Yeah, he mental fucked. Yeah.
He managed to thrust it right in our brain, the one organ.
Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. I fell to the floor and held my arms close. I yelled out again into the silence. Leave me alone.
Shut it out, wake up, confront Ryer. I think it was a good time to save.
Confront Ryer? No. I had to face this. I stood back up. Ryer. Ryer, I know you're doing this to me. I breathed hard and looked around quickly. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Something shook me. I yelped in surprise.
Are you learning my tricks, little human?
I tried to stand straight and look him in. I tried to stand straight and looked him in the eye. I know what you're doing. I hope you couldn't see me sweating or my knees starting to shake.
Do you? What is that?
He loomed over me, leaning in, examining my features. You're trying to make me crazy. I took a deep breath. It won't work.
I believe it is, or I believe it already is.
Tentacles came from his back and wrapped around my wrist, dragging me over to him. I gasped and pulled against them, but it didn't seem to affect him at all. You know this is my kink, love, right? Right. They held me up high as he rubbed his hand on my stomach.
Did you think I didn't notice you stumbling about, screaming at nothing?
I squirmed under his touch and looked to the side. Ryer walked up closer and rubbed his nose against my neck.
Nothing to say now.
He pressed his tongue against my skin.
Ugh.
Then I felt a flush creep up my neck.
It gave me the willies.
I couldn't think of anything to say. I just bit my lip.
Fucking suck my brain out through my ear, please.
Ryer opened his mouth and bit down on my shoulder, sinking his sharp teeth into my neck, or into my flesh.
Into your neck flesh.
I gasped and shuddered. I still felt like I was going crazy. It hurt, but I was blushing. Ryer's tentacles pulled my legs upwards, spreading them apart.
We can do this the easy way, or the hard way.
I think you already are a hard way.
What's it gonna be? Well, Miss Global.
What constitutes as hard and what constitutes as easy? Does hard mean that we're like he obviously doesn't seem to like just giving in.
No, I think hard means we're struggling. Alright. He likes his meal to still be alive when he eats it. So
right? Yeah. I wasn't going to just roll over. He did call you a puppy, though.
Oh.
I ground my teeth and glared at him.
Worf.
You are not going to break me.
Really?
Ryer reached down and pulled my bottoms away from my legs as the tentacles twisted around my wrist, holding me steady. Ryer unzipped his pants and rubbed up against me.
I have time to break you.
When did you put your socks back on? Ryer pushed himself inside of me roughly, while the tentacles held me in place. I wanted to stay silent, but I couldn't stop a small pain moan. I was struggling with so many sensations. I closed my eyes and panted, trying to block it out. The tentacles reached back and smacked me across the back.
God damn.
I gasped in surprise and kept breathing hard. Can you go back?
Yee.
Ryer pushed his in harder, putting one hand into my hair and twisting his fingers into it. He pushed my head back as the thick black tentacle pushed its way into my mouth. Oh. I struggled limply in his grasp, unable to ignore the appendages inside me. I could only look at him pleadingly and twist my hips slightly.
Ooh.
Ryer's fingers tightened around my hips as he slammed me harder. He looked at me over his sunglasses and pulled out as he came all over my stomach and legs. Oh, there's your sexy eyes again. The tentacles dropped me on the ground as he stepped on my head.
He's inspecting it. Yes, there's plenty on your stomach and on your legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving that art critic look.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll break you yet.
I laid in a heap and coughed. He cast me one last glance and walked away. Damn it. I closed my eyes. My eyes slowly opened and I looked around my living room. I stepped in and everything was sore. I was sure this time that the nightmare I'd been living was real.
Good morning, little human.
Oh, look at it!
Aww!
Aww!
He has some love for us.
He's got 20% love. Fire sat across the room from me with his legs crossed.
Our time together is drawing to a close.
What?
I don't have time to play with you any longer.
No. What did he mean by that?
Daddy, you're not gonna leave, are you? But I have
Master,
one final game to play with you.
Damn. I looked at him tiredly. I didn't think I could take any more games. What is it? My voice was still hoarse and tired.
I swear to God, if he says something to the effect of, "Now wake up."
Right? Ryer chuckled and put his hand out. Please marry me.
I'm giving you one more. I'm giving you one more chance to get away. How fast can you run?
Right into your arms? Pretty good. His voice dropped to a more serious tone.
If I catch you, I'll kill you.
My eyes widened and I trembled slowly, getting to my feet.
Don't worry. I'll walk at a nice, brisk pace for you.
Briar slowly walked into the kitchen, giving me one more side glance as he went.
Wrong.
I rushed to the bedroom. My heart was pounding. What kind of sick game was this? I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to calm down. I have to concentrate. He said he'd killed me if... I listened carefully. I couldn't hear anything. Attic.
I'm gonna start overwriting these. This is like actually a game now. Yep. Run to the attic.
I raced up the stairs and looked at the string that hid the attic ladder. Maybe he wouldn't find me if I could just hide the string. I grabbed the rope and tugged it down. I carefully climbed up the rungs, ignoring the pain in my body. I pulled the ladder back up after me, bringing the rope in after me. That's redundant. I slowly slid myself across the floor, trying to keep as quietly as I could. I pulled up my knees up to my chest and listened. I could hear Ryer walking around the room below me, his footsteps growing faint as he seemed to walk to the other direction. I sighed softly, feeling a small amount of relief. It was short-lived, as I felt myself being lifted off the ground and my windpipe being crushed.
Joke's on you, I was inside you the whole time.
God damn it.
Tisk. I guess I should have told you this area was off limits.
I let out a soft gasp, grasping at his arm. Window pushed me at one window in the room. I felt my back hit the glass as he pressed me onto the wall. Wait! I could barely choke it out as I could feel my back smash through the window. I sailed down 3 stories looking at Ryer. He put his hand up and grinned as I heard my neck snap hitting the ground.
He pushed you out of the window.
Nice. Rushed into the kitchen and ran right into Ryer.
Oh, so this was the option you wanted earlier. Run right into his arms. Are you following me?
Ugh. A shoved a tentacle right through my chest. God, no, that was so quick, though. Oh my god.
Here's the option I want. Go outside, get in your car, and then just put it in reverse.
My heart was pounding. What kind of sick game was this? I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to calm down. I have to concentrate. He'd said he'd kill me if... I stopped and listened. I could hear her footsteps. I needed to move. I knew he was getting closer. Bathroom?
Well, let's stay with this, because we were too scared to... Because the timer ran out, we technically stayed in this room, I think.
Yeah. I was too scared to think of anything. He said he'd kill me. I stayed in the same place, trying not to shake. I dove behind the couch and curled up tight. I stopped moving, tried to listen. I had to take a moment to calm down enough to hear anything over my own heart pounding. I couldn't hear anything. He must be somewhere else right now. I couldn't think fast enough. I took in a sharp breath. I stumbled to my hands and knees as the floor suddenly shifted under me. Everything felt so far away and so close at the same time. What's happening to me? Every time we don't do it, we lose sanity. The colors in the room seemed to pulsate in time with the tears sliding down my face. This couldn't be real. This had to be another trick. I was shaking and struggling to breathe. I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't anymore.
This is a good look for a human.
Ryer was real. That I know. He had to be. Right? Ryer's shoes stepped into my field of vision. The floor seemed more stable where Ryer was, so I tried to crawl closer to him. Ryer crouched down and lifted my chin with a finger, forcing me to look up at him. He must have seen something in my face as the corner of his mouth lifted into a smirk.
Oh my. You really are far gone, aren't you? We haven't finished our game yet. How disappointing.
Everything behind Ryer was distorting. I couldn't take it anymore. Please, help me.
This music.
Ryer raised an eyebrow. I'll do anything, please. Just make it all stop. Suck your dick.
Oh, little human. If that's what you want, of course. I'll help you out.
Black tentacles slowly unfurled from his back. framing him intimidatingly.
But first you have to do one last thing for me.
I shivered in fear at the sight of them, but at the same time I couldn't help but blush.
Aww.
I knew what he wanted.
No, reverse that. He knows what you wanted.
Right? He grinned sharply at my apprehension.
Oh, look at that, like, baby bitch text just for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want something?
Yes, I want it. God, am I insane? Apparently I'm insane.
Well. Aren't you demanding?
I felt two tentacles wrap around my wrists, pulling my arms backwards as he walked around behind me. I crowd out in panic as the room seemed to start moving again. Strong fingers gripped my hips harshly. And then all I could feel was pain and pleasure as Ryder started thrusting roughly into me. Tentacle squirmed behind. Oh, okay. A tentacle squirmed between my thighs and oh.
The tentacle squirmed into your
dear.
mouth.
Oh, please, 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 please.
Please, 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 please.
With a cherry on top. I don't even remember what I'm begging for. Something far back in my mind was screaming that I didn't want this, but I asked for it, hadn't I? My voice was muffled as another tentacle pushed its way into my mouth and began sliding all over my tongue. I almost didn't notice, though, one that had wrapped around my neck was slowly tightening. I tensed and shuddered as Ryder chuckled lowly at my ear.
It's been fun seeing you break, little human. But now it's time to, as you wanted, make it all stop.
I could feel myself getting lightheaded as Ryder came in me with a growl.
Remember, you asked for this.
I hadn't I? The room had stopped distorting and had started to darken at the edges. I wheezed in relief as the darkness enveloped me. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted.
You got what you wanted! That's all I wanted. I wanted what I got, and I got what I wanted. I wanted a joke ending. Or a joke title card. Like when Strayed gives you the knife.
Yeah. Okay, so this one I'm definitely saying is the canon run because I am only accepting this one right now.
Okay. This is a good one to end on. This is good. I like this one.
I'm only accepting this one.
This is canon. This is in my canon. Nothing else is canon, just this.
Just this.